there. My name is sometimes Heather, I play Elder Scrolls Online. Today, I thought we might go to West Weald and do a side quest, because I found a recurring character there and, well, that quest is fun. But which vampire should we choose? I think I did the quest with Erzibish, so we can't go with her. It's also possible I did it with Riley, so Lilian hasn't been to West Weald, so all of my way shrines are locked, and running around would take a lot of time. I kinda sorta want to go with Eterna, but same thing, so let's go with Tinaysa. Tinaysa is one of my necromancers, and a long time ago I said that I kinda sorta would like to take her into an Ice Necro sort of dimension, and well, that plan didn't work then, but since scribing arrived to the game, wow, that made all the difference. Hey, a new month has begun. Let's see what our daily endeavors will be. No, daily rewards, sorry. Tomorrow we get a non-combat pet. Flame Atronet's Sentient Jaguar. Cool. Riding lessons, soul jams, ooh, these monkeys. Experience scrolls, an abundance of luminous ink. Oh, thank you, Todd. Ink is like super difficult to find, and this allows you to scribe 4 abilities. I'm so happy. Oh, I got body markings 2, more experience scrolls, food materials, knowing stones, potions, instant research, thingies, alliance points, and Talva stones. Pleased. Then, daily endeavors. Daily endeavors encourage us to craft 4 items with the blacksmithing skill, kill 4 dangerous foes easier than expected, recharge 1 weapon enchantment, complete 1 quest for crops bought in Cyrodiil, or complete 1 survey report. Weekly endeavors encouraged us to either earn 10 event tickets, complete 15 stages in the Infinite Archive, or complete 7 Battleground matches. I did Infinite Archive because it just fit my frame of mind best. Now, to the West Weald. Where the heck am I? Oh, I'm in Orsinium because I wanted to test Tinaysa at Maelstrom Arena. And then I just stumbled about finding the artifact you need to return to the museum here in Rothgar. Where do we find our friend? Here. The quest giver is named Elfbeta the Shy, so that is a little bit misleading. As usual, we are drinking coffee. Bliss. Elfbeta, where are you?
Dren, what has happened to you?
Let's actually, before we pick up the quest, see if there is anything new in the Crown Store. Not really. There's a free thing. A customized action for recalling. This turns you into leaps, and it's like so cute. Also, that is a little bit faster than the default recall animation, so highest recommendation. Grab that while it's still in the Crown Store and enjoy. Nothing new.
It's you! Good fortune for all of us. Narsis Dren will be most pleased if you're the one to help him.
Why are you so concerned about his safety?
The noted explorer Narsis Dren has gone to investigate the ruins of Wendia, and I fear he may be in trouble. He left some time ago to procure an Ayleid relic, the emblem of the last king. Could you go and help him? He will reward your efforts.
What do you need me to do?
Find Narsis and help him recover the emblem from Wendia. Here, let me mark it on your map. He had some Wood Elf allies, but I do not trust them. My dear Narsis is brilliant but impulsive, and needs someone to protect him from his own enthusiasm.
I will go find Narsis Dren.
I can tell you a little about the area, but I'm afraid full information on the task ahead should come from Narsis Dren himself. Please, go seek him out.
As usual, after the initial conversation, we get to explore the lore a little bit. Who is this Narsis Dren?
You're unfamiliar with the great Narsis Dren? Surely you've encountered his works at some point. Narsis Dren and the Draugr Dilemma? Narsis Dren and the Well of Gold?
I can't say that I have. Are these published books?
Of course. But don't mistake him for a mere scrivener. He is a man with a penchant for ruins, a fondness for levers, and an appetite for adventure that would rival a sensuous hunger.
Where do you fit in this thing?
I'm one of Narsis Dren's devoted personal assistants. Perhaps the most devoted. I compile his research, organize his travel plans, and transcribe his notes. I'm proud to serve such a gifted explorer.
You are quite involved.
I can tell you a little about the area, but I'm afraid full information on the task ahead should come from Narsis Dren himself. Please, go seek him out.
Official business. Don't come any closer.
So to get started, we need to go there. So in case you aren't familiar with Narsis Dren, he is a dark elf archaeologist type of a person whom we meet in numerous locations, both in the base game and DLCs. Narsis has a habit of getting into all sorts of trouble, and he's also a, how you say, a bit snooty. So, this is going to be fun. Enemies.
Hush! Can't you see I'm busy blending into my surroundings?
Elf Beta sent me. How can I help?
Elf Beta, of course. Yes, I could use some help. First, you must know I am the noted explorer Narsis Dren. You know the name, of course. World-famous adventurer and author and all that. I've been exploring the Ayleid Ruins here at Wendia.
And something went wrong?
Things were going along swimmingly, when out of nowhere, my associates, a band called the Recollection, turned on me.
Oh no.
I barely escaped with my life. Now I need someone to recover the emblem of the last king.
The emblem of the last king?
Yes, one of the symbols of office of King Dinar, last of the Ayleid rulers. I thought the recollection would be interested in the discovery. Apparently they were too interested and chased me out. But we're going back and will retrieve the emblem.
All right, where do we start?
We must search these surface ruins for two types of things. My own irreplaceable notes, and any information of the recollection's doings. Those wood elves must have some papers about here. Mission orders, reports, or correspondence.
Tell me more about what happened here.
I should never have mentioned the emblem of the last king to the recollection. They sent a large contingent of helpers and drove me off. The emblem was part of the regalia of the last Ayleid king, Lelorian Dinar. You know about King Dinar?
We've met.
What? Really? You don't look that ancient. But then you know that when the last kingdom of the High Elves fell, its people and treasures were scattered. The emblem was a symbol of King Dinar's reign and an important Ayleid treasure.
So that's why you've come to Wender?
Indeed. I'd heard tales that the last king's 5 devoted retainers gathered here prior to his demise. The emblem of the last king is sure to be here, protected by the traps set by these 5 loyal retainers.
So, now we need to recover Narcis's notes and investigate recollection activity. Which left do we choose? This one, probably. I see a familiar arrow. Report from Wender Dig. This is a really long one, so I think we shall not read it. Sorry.
I can't believe they're complaining about me. Me! After all I did for them. Fine. Be that way.
Wender discovered. Dealing with the recollection by Narsis Dren. The research into the ruins of Wender has proved to be extremely profitable, and I believe that the emblem of the last king will be found there. This is a chance for an ultimate discovery, a boon to research, a series of best-selling books for me. However, a difficulty in finding adequate assistance has arisen. Porphyry Dullblade is usually a perfect blunt instrument for this sort of thing, but the Nord is off visiting his family, and old colleagues seem to be a bit, several scratched out words that might be selfish or cowardly, reticent to engage with this new opportunity. Elpetta is as loyal as always, but while she has a keen eye and excellent research skills, I hesitate to put her into dangerous situations. Besides, she runs faster than I do. I cannot expect to hang around dangerous ruins in the hopes of some scratched out words, idiot and fool, capable volunteer will show up to aid me. For this reason, I have reached out to a group of militant wood elves known as the Recollection. This new organization recently appeared in the West Weald, not unlike the new forest that sprang out of nowhere along the southern border. I met with one of their mid-range officials, as they are very reluctant to identify who's actually in charge. Perhaps they don't know. She and I spent a pleasant evening over ale and small plates as I regaled her with my knowledge of the Ayleids. Elpetta's extensive research was somewhat helpful here, and my plans for an expedition into Wender. She volunteered to bring a few trusted members of the Recollection to help with the digging, fighting, and heavy lifting. Now, I'm not sure I made the wisest decision. Oh, everything is proceeding smoothly, and we should have the emblem of the Lost King in hand by the end of the week. I'm just starting to get the feeling these wood elves may not be willing to let me take the prize.
Yes, well, my alliance with the Recollection was a bit tenuous at best.
Oh man. Notes on the 5 Loyal Retainers by Narsis Dren. I will let you read this on your own. We caught COVID for the second time.
Excellent. My notes on the 5 Loyal Retainers. You know,
During
it
our
would do you
holiday,
well to study
and
these notes.
I
They might come in handy sometime.
am still not entirely over. Letter to Bashabar.
Let's head into the catacombs beneath these ruins to sort through what we found, away from this rabble.
Now we can finally enter Wendy. This ruin was actually present in Oblivion. And since times are different, the ruin is also a bit different to what we remember. Now we need to speak with Narsis, but where the heck is
Come
he?
here,
Oh, there.
assistant. Let's take a better look at those documents. Let me see those papers we gathered. Ah, I see. The Recollection found an altar but could go no farther. Sounds magical. There's mention of finding vials of blood, some sacred water, and a bottle of ancient wine. Yes, yes, those are our keys.
Do the reports mention anything else?
It seems my former allies are not doing well without me. Petrification traps, locked doors, giant living statues, that peculiar altar. Typical novice stuff. Nothing that would challenge a master of his craft such as myself.
Living statues?
Animated stonework. Doesn't surprise me. They don't require much upkeep. But this altar, Ayleid design, so it will need some liquid to activate it. Ha! They have the keys but have no clue how to use them.
What needs to be done?
We press on. The renowned Narsis Dren is not deterred by mundane challenges. Let's find this altar they mentioned, and keep your eyes out for any bottles, vials, or carafes they have excavated.
Alrighty.
I knew something was off about the dark
So
elf
did
expert.
anyone else think of weeping angels at the mention of living
Would
statues?
have never been petrified.
Should we try not to blink? I interrupted myself going back. Oh dear, working is like such a chore. We seem to be on the
Assistant,
right.
do you see that head?
Kind
Is
of.
that one of the Recollection's own? Turned to stone?
I've been working on Tinaysa's ice build for a while now, and
Isn't this nice, assistant? You get to walk through a ruin like this with none other than myself, Narsis Dren, as your guide.
she is almost at the point where I'm pleased with her, but I still wish to do some
Over there. What's on that stone table?
Ice is,
I
as
have
it
my own
seems,
theories as
a
to why such
slow
ancient blood would be
element.
fresh. Alas,
Why do I not have
the
something
recollection
slow?
had no interest in my musings.
Yes, so slow element, and that makes those wielding the ice also. It's slow. I'm on a PC, but I play with an Xbox controller because easier on the wrists and shoulders. Gargoyle!
Allow me to enlighten you, Assistant. Keep an eye out for Daedric symbology. The Ayleids worship the Daedra and were destroyed by Daedra haters. You can take notes if you need to.
Are these traps? If so, we need to not step on the patterned tiles. Accidentally took a torch pack. I try not to collect small insects because it feels wrong
Assistant,
somehow.
have I ever regaled you with my research on ancestral tombs in Vardenfell? It would only take a few hours.
Actually.
Another of our recollection friends, eh? He stepped on that crate too, I see, with more permanent results. A shame he isn't as skillful and desperate. This could have been me mere moments ago.
Sacred
Thank the
water.
gods for my quick reflexes. Best be on our way. Keep an eye out for these grates if you would, Assistant.
One more altar activation item to collect, so we need to head on over
At all
to
this
the
mess! Oh! The recollection has no regard
Go
for proper
away
excavation
in the
procedures.
melt
Else
of the
better my usual assistant would be shocked by such disarray.
Oh, I don't think I've ever picked up a max level recipe from the open world, and I've been playing since 2018. Like, wow. So they do give out poison. Let's try to not step on another one.
Did you know that Wendir means journey in Ayleid? It could mean a journey into the afterlife, or some other destination for the ancient elves. It's amazing what you can learn from me.
Narsis is truly an interesting character. Another gargoyle. Do we need to kill it? Yes, we do.
Majestic! Oh, how I'd love to know how they carved these wings. Was it one sculpture? Two? More? It's so lifelike.
How badly do I want to load that container? Wait. Box on the right of my screen. That site? Could it be date or chat box? I have a couple of add-ons installed, most importantly. A clock that shows me both real time and real world time. And also in chattel. Those should be on the right. On the left hand side, damage numbers. So damage numbers on the left side, or if we are reversed, right side, one of these things, come from combat metrics add-on. Right, thank you. I also do have all my powers. Are we getting closer to our destination? Inventory full. Also, daily endeavor completed. All of the royal retainers. Here we find a little bit of a boss enemy.
3 of the loyal retainers. Stand back, assistant. I'll speak their names and command them. Lorimaro, Parhalia, Balipalin, Yonvarla,
weapon.
and, hang on. I don't know that last name. No, wait!
There we go. Oh, it continues. Surprisingly, I don't remember this battle from the first time I was here. Did I need this? Trying to stay away from the wet areas. We won!
There we are. Now to return to the altar. I'll go ahead and dust myself off a bit from the battle. Take the wine on your way out. We'll be needing that.
Aromatic wine.
The contents of this bottle, they've been partially used.
Need to
Have they been drinking on the job?
eat. Next up, the altar. Let's see what happens there.
Assistant.
Speak with Narsis.
Thanks to my dazzling intellect, I have deduced that we should anoint the altar with sacred water. Assistant, apply the sacred water.
Why do you think it's the sacred water?
Simple. Sacred water goes on an altar. It's quite obvious. Any fool would see that.
Couldn't it be one of the other items?
When you have been at this as long as I have, you develop a sixth sense for these things. Place all 3 items on the altar, but we will use the sacred water. Trust me.
As you wish.
If you would place all 3 items that we collected onto the altar, we can proceed.
I have a bad feeling about this.
And now, anoint the altar with the sacred water. With this, our way is opened.
We can, of course, use any of these items, but let's try the sacred water.
Excellent! Wait, nothing is happening.
Oh dear.
Is it broken? Do I have a broken altar? Surely the sacred water must be the solution. I'm sure of it.
Perhaps blood would be the correct choice.
That didn't work. Assistant, try another offering.
Or wine?
That did it! Just as I predicted. A tribute to the wine shared between the retainers upon their arrival. Good job following my instructions, Assistant. I'll make an explorer of you yet. I'm going on ahead. Onward to discovery.
Wonder vestibule. I wonder if this is a safe place to park for just a moment because I need more coffee. I suppose I can make it. I will be right back. Are we still alive? Yeah, still alive. Oh, an urn tool. Had I not gone for coffee, I probably maybe wouldn't have noticed it. Water. Now, where did Narsis go?
And here we are, the emblem.
The
But it is
emblem.
sealed away by magic. Surely these tiles, pressed in correct sequence, will remove the warding spells on it.
Oh my. This is a puzzle. Speak with Narsis.
That carving looks important. It is some form of epitaph to the 5 loyal retainers. I'd venture it's crucial to releasing the emblem of the last king.
Have you seen something like this before?
But of course. You'd be a fool to think that a treasure hunter as respectable as myself would have no experience with a simple tile puzzle.
I mean, doesn't this remind you of what we encountered in Path of Doom in Vardenfell?
You know, it does seem quite reminiscent of that. The tiles are the same, but if I recall correctly, Veloth's solution was on the walls. Perhaps the solution to this one can be found within this epitaph.
So you can solve this then?
I could, but let's think of this as a teachable moment. A final examination, so to speak. You should work this one out on your own. I'll be here to supervise.
Fine. Let me look at this epitaph.
Narsis Dren is no stranger to a puzzle, but can his assistant exhibit the same prowess? Let's wait and see. Go on now, read that epitaph.
First, let's memorize where these illuminated pieces are. There and in the middle-ish. One tile from the corner. Now. King Dinar's 5 loyal retainers remain ever vigilant after walking the path of the emblem. War and arrow started in the extreme west. Parelia followed, riding east for 4 nights. Balapelin was next, moving north for 3 days. Yondvarla came forth, traveling west for 2 nights. The unnamed was last, taking 1 step north before unleashing the preserving mist. So one could assume that nights are equal to tiles, but well, let's try. I am very, very bad at puzzles, so 4 east, 3 north, 2 west, and
Give it your
I
all.
forgot.
I'll be here for the point at which you undoubtedly will need my consult.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I didn't need to memorize the illuminated tiles. 1, 2, and 1.
Certainly took your time.
Oh, I did it!
Path is now
First
clear,
try.
and the emblem of the last king calls to me.
I feel
Come.
smart.
Look at it. It's marvelous. Floating there, just waiting to be taken. Any final notes, assistant, before I commit history?
Now we have the chance to choose. Either let Narsis Dren proceed or tell him to be careful.
Now,
Let's try to
assistant,
warn him.
we have found the emblem of the last king. It's been waiting so long for me to recover it.
What are you doing?
Step aside, assistant. The great and wise Narsis Dren will now seize the emblem. I intend to present it to my assistant Elfbeta at her southern camp. Yes, that sounds sufficiently thrilling.
Hang on. This crate looks like those earlier traps. There may be a mechanism to disarm it somewhere.
Fool of an assistant. Do not disturb me or I'll have you demoted to a footnote in my next book. You stumbled through much, and now your reward is to watch me finally grasp the emblem of the last king.
Narsis, wait!
The emblem at last. I've bested those recollection fools.
This looks like
No! A trap! It's that petrification gas!
Oh.
Take the emblem to Elfbeta!
Oh no, Narsis. take the emblem to Elf Beta. I kinda sort of wish we could carry Narsis to safety, but here we shall leave him. Perhaps think gas will lose its effect at some point. So, quite often the game devs have given us an easy exit. That is the case in this ruin as well. We do need to hop, but that's alright. Now we need to find Elf Beta. The question is, how far from the exit is she? Well, that is quite a distance. Let's spread. We find quite a bit of resistance here, but killing enemies is barely entirely necessary in this.
Ah, there you are. I was beginning to get worried. My dear Narsis is always overflowing with tales of his discoveries. I find myself impatient, waiting to hear about them.
Here, the emblem of the last king, as requested.
Ah, the emblem! Excellent. And Narsis? Oh, he'll be along soon, I expect. My dear Narsis is always getting stuck somewhere. Here you go. I think this should cover your time and effort. Thank you.
Thank you.
I need to take my leave shortly. Narsis should turn up any time now. Perhaps I should go looking for him. In any event, thank you for your help.
Narsis is otherwise indisposed. He sent me ahead to deliver the emblem.
Oh dear. Should I wait here? Should we go after him? I don't want him to think I believe he needs constant oversight, but he does get so wrapped up in his work.
He's studying statues right now. Couldn't watch him. You should go on without him.
Ever the thoughtful scholar, my Narsis. Very well, I shall do as you say. Is there anything else I may do for you before I take my leave?
It was a pleasure to work with you, Elf Beta.
I need to take my leave shortly. Narsis should turn up any...
And thus we have completed the quest. We got a ring from Macabre Vintage set. I really, truly, thoroughly like this set. I actually put this on my stem blade and delightful. Highest recommendations. So other places where you can find Narsis Dren are Mond. Playing with left hand is far too difficult for me. So you can find Narsis in Solitude. Where is he? Well, somewhere in Solitude. He is in a bit of a pickle there. You can also find him in Vardenfell. I think I have already done the quest with Tinaysa. The quest leads us to Veloth Ancestral Tomb. It is a rather interesting one. Where else? Did we find him in Somerset? I don't think so. But yes, when you keep your eyes open, you're bound to run into Narsis Dren. What else could we do real quick? Let's pick up a delve quest from Skingrad. Delves are usually pretty fast and easy to complete, except the one where you get lost no matter how hard you try not to. With my luck, we're going to be sent just there. Oh, that's again.
I need to take my leave shortly. Narsis.
Nothing new in the conversation.
There you are. I have been expecting you.
Next Thursday, I thought we might start the main quest in this area.
Fight for the Weald! Hey, you! Joining the Legion was supposed to be a great honor. I never imagined it would be this stressful. Honestly, West Weald faces threats on all sides and the Legion could use all the help we can get.
What do you need me to do?
I have reports that Spinner Earthrendeer of the Recollection has started a ritual deep in the encroaching jungle. We don't know the purpose of the ritual, but we're pretty sure we don't want him to complete it and find out.
This is a boss daily. Let's pick it up. Anyway, can you tell me anything about this ritual?
Only that he's using strange mushrooms that grow in the jungle to power his ritual. I suggest you take this torch and find some allies, then burn the mushrooms and deal with the Spinner. You can find him in Falls Glade to the southwest of Skingrad.
I will stop Spinner and burn the mushrooms.
Return to me when you're...
I have absolutely no idea how to pronounce that.
West Weald has needs that the local Imperial Legion cohorts aren't quite equipped to deal with at the moment. I am authorized to pay very well for any services rendered. Would you be interested in such work?
What do you need me to do?
I need someone to gather venom from crystal jack wasps for our alchemists to study. The foul insects have recently infested Legion's Rest. Initial reports indicate that the wasps create venom crystals. Those should be easy to find and transport.
Why are you interested in crystal jack venom?
These crystal jacks have never been seen in the area, and we have no idea how dangerous they truly are. Studying their venom can help us ascertain that. Just gather a few of the scattered crystals, or take some from wasp corpses.
Alright, I will gather the crystal jack venom crystals from Legion's Rest.
The wilds of West Weald?
That was a lot of crystals. So we need to go there. Oh, fun feature. Pack merchants usually don't speak with you when you are a Stage 4 vampire. This one, however, has
Another
absolutely
adventure.
no problem doing business
We
with
seem
you.
to get a lot of your...
So, once again, thank you, Todd, for making our life a little bit easier. Pack merchants
There you are. I have
elsewhere
been
seem to
expecting
be immune to mesmerize and hypnotize, and because of that, it's been very, very difficult to expand your inventory as a stage 4 vampire, but now it's easy. The West Weald area is familiar from Oblivion, but it is quite a bit different to what it was those years ago. Not complaining, just a bit, perhaps confused would be the right word. Now, gather Venom crystals. My destinations add-on hasn't yet been updated to show me where bosses are, so we will either find one or not find one. Depends on luck. Am I going for it? Possibly. The Ice Weald is a scribed ability, and I feel it works best as a surprise attack. Takes a while to cast it, and during the casting time you are a little bit vulnerable. I feel we're never ever going to find any Venom crystals. Perhaps this is a correct location. No. Almost all of that. I like seriously have a mini map which you can't see because it's under my head, but still I can't figure out how to navigate anything. It's a bug. We got one! Yay! Why did it anger this guy? Another crystal, and then we just need one more. There was one here, but as we gathered, this one disappeared because they're probably maybe linked. As in Photo not gathered. Crystals from one area because that would be all too easy. The other one. Oh. We got all of them. Yeah. Now we are free to return to Skincraft, but we are very far from the we could of course just use in-game currency to travel to that skin card, but I think we are just going to run. I hope you didn't hear my stomach growling on purpose. Falling down is going to hurt. Or not. The logic behind full damage is a rather curious one. I wish we could understand it. Do we go here? And then here, or some of it. Oh, I see the exit. So, boss we didn't find, but quest can now be completed. This way shrine is probably maybe the closest one, or the easiest to reach. all the areas in the game seem to have a bit of a different music. I've been playing with music on a lot lately, and I personally enjoy it.
Ah, there you are. I have been expecting you.
If only my old cohort were back from Cyrodiil. But at least you have returned. Were you able to accomplish the task I assigned to you?
I gathered the Venom crystals from the crystal checks.
Oh, how beautiful. If they turn out to be harmless, I might actually keep one of these. But thank you. The last thing West Weald needs right now is a new poisonous insect flittering about.
Well, that's true.
Here, I'm sure this compensation is adequate.
Thank you.
No more work.
Let's see what's in the reward coffer. Book script, Idiot Refuge Curse, and Infernal Staff of the Weald. Could be worse. But now, as we have once again saved Narsis Dren and gathered crystals, I do believe the time has come to say goodbye. For now, I will return next Thursday at 2 p.m. to start the main quest, Zone Story, here in the West Weald. Thank you so much for watching, and see you all later. Ta.